Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Learn and Talk English podcast. I'm Emily.
And I'm Marcus. It's so wonderful to have you here with us again. This podcast is all about helping you enjoy and truly master your English journey, step by step.
Absolutely. And today, we have a very special episode prepared for you. We're talking about something every English learner can relate to, no matter where you come from. Today's topic is navigating the journey of English as a second language, challenges and effective strategies.
Learning English can feel like an incredible adventure. But let's be honest, sometimes it's tough. From tricky pronunciation, endless vocabulary, complicated grammar, to understanding native speakers, it can all feel overwhelming. But don't worry, because today, we've got you covered.
In this special episode, you'll discover real, practical, and proven strategies to tackle these challenges head-on. We'll share techniques that will help you overcome difficult sounds like the tricky TH, R, L, or V. Expand your vocabulary easily and effectively. Simplify grammar so it makes sense. Improve your listening and speaking skills with confidence. And even help you navigate cultural differences effortlessly.
And guess what? This podcast episode is so special. It's actually divided into 3 amazing parts.
That's right. Right after this introduction, you'll hear an emotional and powerful story from Maria, one of our wonderful English teachers, about her students' journey through the struggles of learning English.
And trust us, you'll definitely want to stay until the end, because in our 3rd part, we'll be joined by 2 incredible linguistic experts, Olivia and Jack, who'll dive deeper into why these strategies work and give you even more amazing tips.
So stay tuned, grab a cup of tea, relax, and let's dive into this inspiring journey together. First up, let's hear from Maria. Her story will truly move you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Maria, and it's wonderful to be back here with you on the Learn and Talk English podcast. Today, I want to share the inspiring journey of one of my students, Ali from Egypt, a story of perseverance, patience, and genuine success in learning English. When Ali first joined my class, I immediately noticed he was quiet, hesitant, and reluctant to speak. After class one day, he quietly approached me and said, "Maria, English feels impossible. Every time I speak, I confuse the sounds. People either laugh or look confused. Sometimes I feel like giving up." Ali's main challenge wasn't just English itself. It was his lack of confidence caused by pronunciation difficulties, especially sounds like P and B. You see, in Arabic, Ali's native language, the P sound doesn't exist. He constantly mixed up words like pat and bat, park and bark, pin and bin. These subtle differences made speaking English stressful for him. I knew many learners face similar struggles, but I also knew Ali was capable of overcoming them. So, we started our journey step by step, patiently and consistently. We first focused on phonetic training, specifically minimal pairs, words differing by just one sound. Ali practiced carefully every day, repeating words like pat versus bat, pin versus bin, peer versus bear, until they started to feel natural. One day, after a tough practice session, Ali looked doubtful and asked me, "Maria, do you really think I can do this?" I gently reassured him. "Ali, every small effort you're making is already bringing you closer to your goal. Believe me, I see your improvement clearly." Next, we introduced shadowing techniques, where Ali listened to recordings of native English speakers and carefully imitated their pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. At first, speaking aloud felt strange to him, but gradually his pronunciation improved noticeably. To further boost Ali's confidence at the end of each class, I asked him to share one thing he had done well. Soon, he proudly said things like, "Today I pronounced people and beautiful clearly. Today I spoke briefly with my neighbor without feeling nervous." Each small success became proof of his growing ability. Then, one memorable afternoon, Ali walked into class with a huge smile saying, "Maria, Today at the grocery store, I had a full conversation in English, and the cashier understood every word. It felt amazing to speak naturally and without hesitation. That day marked Ali's true breakthrough. It wasn't dramatic, but it was deeply significant. From then on, English wasn't a barrier. It became a way for Ali to confidently connect with others. Today, Ali happily participates in conversation, groups, has made friends from different cultures, and even helps classmates struggling with similar challenges. He often encourages others by saying, "If I could do it, anyone can." It takes patience and practice, but every effort counts. Ali's experience teaches us that language learning isn't just about grammar rules or vocabulary lists. It's about persistence, daily practice, and believing in yourself, step by step. If you're listening right now, remember Ali's story. Every little step you take is bringing you closer to your goal. Keep going, because your own breakthrough might be just around the corner. Coming up next, our linguistic experts Olivia and Jack will give us deeper insights into exactly how these strategies work and offer practical tips you can use right away. Don't go anywhere. This could truly transform your English learning journey.
Welcome, everyone, to the Learn and Talk English podcast.
Hello, great to be here.
Today, we're diving into something really important for anyone starting out. Learning English as a new language. It's definitely a journey, you know?
Oh, absolutely. A journey with different stages, different challenges, but also lots of rewarding moments.
Exactly. So we thought we'd break down some of the main parts of this journey, sort of map it out a bit for you.
Sounds like a good plan. Where should we start?
Let's kick off with something fundamental, pronunciation, how English actually sounds.
Right. Because it doesn't always sound the way it looks on paper, does it?
Not at all. Take words that look similar like THOUGH, though, and THROUGH,
Through.
and TOUGH, tough.
Yeah, yes. Classic examples.
They all end with off, but they sound completely different, though with an O sound. Through, like ooh, and tough with an uff.
It seems almost random at first glance, but there's a reason behind it, tied to the history of English.
Right, the history. English borrowed words from so many other languages over time.
Exactly. French, Latin, German, Norse, you name it. And each language brought its own spelling and pronunciation rules.
So the spelling sometimes shows where the word came from, but the pronunciation, well, that changed over time.
It did. It evolved. So you end up with this complex system, a real mix.
Now, depending on your own first language, some English sounds might feel, well, extra tricky.
That's very true. We see common patterns. For instance, speakers from East Asian backgrounds, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Thai speakers often find distinguishing R and L a challenge.
Because those sounds might not be as distinct in their languages, right?
Precisely. The way your tongue moves, the airflow, it's slightly different for the English R and L. It takes conscious practice, training your mouth and your ear.
And for Mandarin speakers specifically, sometimes consonant clusters, groups of consonants together, can be tough.
Yeah, there might be a tendency to maybe add a little vowel sound in between or perhaps drop one of the consonant sounds.
Like saying friend for friend.
Something like that, yeah. Or missing sounds. And word stress. That's another big one for Mandarin speakers. The rhythm is just different from a tonal language.
That makes sense. Okay, what about Spanish speakers? What are some common hurdles there?
Well, one thing can be sounds at the end of words. Sometimes they get dropped, especially consonants, because Spanish words more often end in vowels.
Ah, okay.
Also, distinguishing between short and long vowel sounds, like the I in ship versus the E in sheep.
Tricky difference.
It can be. And the V sound often comes out sounding more like a B because in Spanish they're pronounced very similarly.
I've heard that. And sometimes maybe adding a vowel before an S sound, like a speak for speak.
Exactly. That E sound before S plus a consonant. And the H sound, sometimes it's silent when it should be pronounced or vice versa because H is usually silent in Spanish. Sentence stress patterns are different too.
So many little things to adjust to.
It is. And going back to Mandarin speakers for a moment, those TH sounds like in think or this are notoriously difficult.
Right, because that sound just doesn't exist in Mandarin.
Correct. So it often gets substituted with maybe an S or a Z sound. And again, consonant clusters, sounds at the end of words, L and R, short and long vowels, word stress. These are all areas that typically need focused practice.
It really highlights how language is physical, isn't it? making sounds your mouth isn't used to.
It absolutely is. Like that TH sound involves putting your tongue between your teeth, something that feels unnatural if you haven't done it before.
Okay, how about Arabic speakers?
For Arabic speakers, the P sound often becomes a B because Arabic doesn't have a distinct P.
Right.
And similarly, V might sound like F. Silent letters in English, like the K in knife or the B in doubt, can also be confusing, as Arabic tends to pronounce written letters. And again, adding vowel sounds and consonant groups can happen. Plus, word stress and the overall intonation, the musicality of the sentence can be quite different from Arabic.
Interesting. What about some European languages? German speakers.
German speakers also often struggle with the TH sounds, typically substituting S or Z. And the W and V sounds, they can get mixed up because W in German sounds like the English V.
Ah, okay. And French speakers.
For French speakers, the silent H at the start of many English words is a big one, forgetting to pronounce it when needed or sometimes adding it when it's not there. And the English R sound is quite different from the typical French R.
Right. Made more in the front of the mouth than English generally.
Generally, yes. Russian speakers often have similar challenges with W and V and also the TH sounds.
Seems like TH is a common hurdle for many learners.
It really is. And one more, Korean speakers, they might find it hard to hear the difference between short and long vowels like it and eat, and some combined vowel sounds, diphthongs like the oi in boy, and also that middle vowel sound, the sound in bird or teacher, can be tricky.
Wow, okay. So that sounds like a lot of potential difficulties.
It might sound daunting when we list it all out like that, but the key thing is everyone faces some challenges and they are absolutely overcomable.
Definitely. And there are simple ways to work on pronunciation. What's the first step?
Listening. Really, really listening. Pay close attention to how native speakers say things. Notice the mouth movements if you can, the rhythm, the individual sounds.
Active listening, not just hearing.
Exactly. And then try to imitate. Repeat what you hear. Don't worry about sounding perfect or feeling silly at first. That's totally normal.
Yeah, just try making the sound and maybe slow it down.
Great tip. Practice saying words slowly and clearly. Break them down into syllables or even individual sounds, then build them back up. There are loads of online resources for hearing words pronounced slowly.
Good advice. Okay, let's shift gears. Pronunciation is one piece. What about vocabulary? The words themselves.
Vocabulary, yes. English has a huge number of words. It's one of the languages with the largest vocabularies, partly because of all that borrowing we talked about.
So it can feel like there's just an endless list to learn.
It can seem that way. And adding to the challenge are things like phrasal verbs.
Oh, yeah. Those verb plus preposition combinations like look up, give up, put off.
Exactly. Where the meaning often isn't obvious from the individual words. Look means one thing, up means another, but look up means to search for information.
Or it could mean to admire someone.
True. Context is everything. And the same verb can have many different meanings depending on the little word after it. Get on, get off, get over, get by. Tricky stuff.
So how can learners tackle this mountain of words effectively without just trying to memorize dictionary lists?
Memorizing lists isn't usually the best way, no. Learning words in context is much more powerful. See the word used in a real sentence or a story.
So the surrounding words give you clues.
They do, and you see how the word actually works in practice. It's good to maybe keep a notebook, write down the sentence where you found the new word, not just the word itself.
That makes sense. What about understanding word parts, like prefixes and suffixes?
Oh, definitely. A fantastic strategy. Learning common prefixes like un meaning not, un meaning again, and suffixes like meaning can be done, unless meaning without, can help you guess the meaning of so many unfamiliar words.
It's like having a secret code.
It really is. Knowing pre means before, helps with preview or prepare. Knowing onology means study of, helps with biology or psychology.
Very useful. And then actually using the words.
Crucial. Absolutely crucial. The best way to make a new word truly yours is to use it. Try putting it into your own sentences when you speak or write.
Even simple sentences at first.
Yes. Don't be afraid to try. Making mistakes is part of it. Think of it as experimenting. Oh, and word games.
Yeah.
Simple crosswords, word searches, apps for learners. They can be a fun way to reinforce vocabulary, too.
Fun is important. Okay, so we have sounds, we have words. What about putting them together? Grammar.
The rules of the road. Yes, grammar. It provides the structure, how we build sentences that make sense. But English grammar is also famous for its exceptions.
The exceptions. It sometimes feels like there are more exceptions than rules.
It can feel that way. Take past tense verbs. The general rule is add, fed, walk, walked, talked, talked. Simple.
But
But then you have go becomes went, eat becomes ate, think becomes thought. These are irregular verbs, and there are quite a few important ones.
right, they just have to be learned.
Pretty much memorized through exposure and practice, yeah. Another tricky area is often articles a and the.
Oh, definitely. Knowing when to use a versus the, or sometimes no article at all, it depends on whether something is specific or general, countable, or uncountable.
Exactly. It's quite nuanced and often depends heavily on context, which can be challenging for learners whose first language might not use articles in the same way or at all.
So how to approach grammar without getting totally lost in the rules and exceptions?
Start simple. Focus on the basic, most fundamental rules first. Basic sentence structure. Subject, verb, object. How to make simple positive sentences, negative sentences, questions.
Build a solid foundation.
Precisely. Practice using those core structures in simple sentences. Write them down. Say them aloud. Repetition helps internalize the patterns.
And asking for help.
Absolutely. Don't be shy. If you're unsure about a rule, ask a teacher, a language partner, or look it up. And when someone corrects your grammar, see it as helpful feedback, not criticism. It's guidance.
That's a great mindset. Okay, let's talk about understanding what you hear. Listening skills.
A huge part of communication. But it can be really tough, can't it? People speak fast in real life.
They really do. And they often connect words together or don't pronounce every sound perfectly clearly.
Plus accents. English has so many different accents around the world. Someone from Scotland sounds very different from someone from Australia or Texas.
Even within the same country, accents vary hugely.
Absolutely. So getting used to different ways of speaking is important.
So how can learners improve their listening? Where should they start?
Start with listening materials designed for learners, where the speech is often a bit slower and clearer. Podcasts, news reports, videos made for your level.
Manageable chunks.
Yes. And focus. Really try to concentrate on understanding the main idea first, rather than stressing about catching every single word.
Getting the gist.
Exactly. You can often guess the meaning of unknown words from the context anyway.
And listening to different voices.
Very important. Try to expose yourself to various accents and speaking styles gradually. Watch short video clips, interviews, maybe even cartoons. Start easy and slowly challenge yourself more as you improve.
Makes sense. Now, the flip side of listening, speaking, this is often where the fear factor comes in.
Oh, definitely. Feeling nervous about speaking is probably the most common anxiety learners face. Worries about making mistakes, not finding the right words, sounding silly.
Totally understandable. But speaking is where you really activate all the other things you're learning, right?
It is. It's crucial for fluency. So how to build that confidence? One great way is to practice with other learners.
Finding a study buddy or a conversation group.
Exactly. You're all in the same boat, learning together. It can feel less intimidating, more supportive.
Good idea. What else?
Start small. Practice saying short, simple sentences. You don't need to deliver a speech. Just ordering a coffee, asking a simple question, repeating phrases you've learned, it all helps.
Focus on communication, not perfection.
Yes, that's key. Aim to get your message across. People are usually more patient and understanding than you think. Minor mistakes in grammar or pronunciation rarely prevent communication.
That's reassuring. And celebrating progress.
So important. Acknowledge every little step forward. Each time you manage to say something in English, even if it's brief, congratulate yourself. It builds momentum and confidence.
Definitely. Okay, a slightly different angle now. Culture. How does that fit into learning English?
Language and culture are deeply connected. You can't really separate them completely. Understanding some aspects of English-speaking cultures can actually help you understand the language better.
How so?
Well, things like idioms, slang, humor, politeness levels, they often make more sense when you understand the cultural context they come from. Even understanding gestures or social norms can aid communication.
So how can learners get a feel for the culture without necessarily traveling?
Watching movies and TV shows in English is a great way. You see how people interact, their relationships, social situations, values.
Beyond just the language.
Yes. Reading simple books, news articles, blogs about life in English-speaking countries also helps. Learning about holidays, food, everyday customs.
And just paying attention when interacting.
If you have opportunities to talk with native speakers, observe how they communicate, what topics they discuss, their body language, it all adds to your understanding.
Good point. What about writing? That's another skill area.
Yes, writing. It requires bringing together grammar, vocabulary, and also organizing your thoughts clearly.
Which can be challenging in a new language.
It can. But like the other skills, it improves with practice. One of the best ways to improve writing is actually reading.
Reading helps writing. How?
When you read a lot in English, you absorb sentence structures, vocabulary usage, how ideas are connected. You subconsciously learn what good writing looks like.
Okay, so read simple texts first, and then
Try to write something regularly, even just a few sentences a day. A diary entry, a short email, a summary of something you read. Make it a habit.
consistency is key.
It really is. And if possible, get feedback. Ask a teacher, a friend who speaks English well, or a language partner to look at your writing and suggest improvements.
Feedback is gold. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground sounds, words, rules, listening, speaking, culture, writing. It's a big undertaking. How do learners stay motivated?
Ah, motivation. That's the fuel for the whole journey. Learning a language takes time and effort, and it's normal for motivation to go up and down.
So how do you keep the engine running?
Set small, achievable goals. Instead of, I want to be fluent, maybe this week I'll learn 10 new words related to food, or today I'll practice speaking for 5 minutes.
Breaking it down.
Yes, and recognize your progress. Look back occasionally at where you started and see how far you've come. That can be really encouraging.
Finding fun ways to learn must help too.
Absolutely. Learn through things you enjoy. Music, movies, games, hobbies. If you like cooking, find recipes in English. If you like football, read sports news in English. Make it relevant to your life.
Connect with other learners too.
Definitely. Sharing experiences, struggles, and successes with others can be very motivating. You realize you're not alone.
And always remember why you started learning English in the first place.
Yes. Keep your main goal in mind for travel, work, study, connecting with people. Remind yourself of that purpose when things feel tough.
And it's okay to take breaks, right?
Essential. Don't burn yourself out. If you're feeling overwhelmed, step back for a day or two. Learning is a marathon, not a sprint.
Wise words. So, wrapping up, learning English is quite the adventure.
It truly is. And every single step you take, every word you learn, every conversation you try, it all counts. It's progress.
Keep practicing, keep trying, and please, don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Mistakes are how we learn. They're not failures, they're learning opportunities. Embrace them.
Well, thank you for joining us today as we explore the basics of learning English. We hope this overview was helpful for you.
Yes, we hope it gives you a clearer picture and some encouragement for your journey ahead. Keep up the great work.
Stay tuned for more lessons here on the Learn and Talk English podcast.
And if you found this lesson useful, we'd appreciate it if you'd like it.
Please do, and subscribe so you don't miss our next one. Until then, happy learning.
Happy learning.